Hi, I'm Melissa. I work at Waste Management, and this is my story. Um, May is Mental Health Month, and I want to tell you what I've been through and how I got through it. When I was a kid, I've always had anxiety. Don't know where it came from, not really sure how it got there, but I know as I got older, I realized it was anxiety and panic and depression. I grew up in a house that was very abusive, physically, emotionally, mentally. Um, as I got older, I really had no place safe that I could go to. I had 6 girls and 2 boys in my family, so we were all pretty much raised the same way. And with a big family like that, we always had to vie for attention. And we were pitted against one another growing up. Who was better, who could do better. So there was a lot of stress. There was a lot of competition. There was, from my father, he would pretty much get us to do things, to compete with one another. He had anxiety and depression also. And of course, I didn't know that until I got older and I was able to talk about it with my mother. My father passed away when he was 42 years old, and I was a kid in high school. I was a freshman in high school, and that was very difficult for me. And it was difficult because I was not a very good student. I couldn't think properly. I couldn't focus properly because of all the things that were going on in my life that people didn't know about. I was going through the anxiety and the panic, and I was afraid to go to school, and I was afraid to go home, and I was afraid to do anything because I always got picked on or I got treated poorly. And when my dad died, I had made the honor roll, and I was so proud of that. And he died the day that the report cards came out, and I wanted to surprise him. So he never got a chance to see that. And that took a toll on me. That really took a toll on me. It broke my heart. And as I got older, stuff like that really bothered me a lot. I tried to be a good kid. I tried to do the right thing. I tried to help my mother. But I always had that fear. There was always some sort of fear inside of me. And I drank it. I drank it away. I filled the void with alcohol for close to 15, 20 years. But I still had the anxiety, I still had the panic, and I didn't know what it was until my 6th month of sobriety. I walked into the rooms of Alcoholics Anonymous, and it saved my life. And I'm very proud of that. Again, 6 months into my rehabilitation, as far as trying to get sober, there was somebody that was talking, and they were talking exactly how I was feeling, and I found out that it was called anxiety. So I had to look it up, and I tried to figure out what it was. And as life went on, I didn't know how to fix it. I didn't know how to stop it. I didn't know how to deal with it. But I stayed sober, and that was the key. I had to stay sober. I finally went for help, and I had a therapist who was wonderful with me, and he helped me get through this. He helped me to figure out what I was feeling, what the exact words were. I didn't know if I was mad, or if I was sad, or if I was disappointed, if I was angry. I didn't know what any of those things meant because we weren't allowed to show any of that when we were growing up. Everything had to be hidden. So a lot of that stuff was kept inside. So I got sober and I got help. And it was really the best thing that ever happened to me. I learned how to breathe. I learned at some point I had a really hard time trying to get rid of it. I had it for close to 2 months without having any help. And I had to be prescribed with medication. The medication is really important to have. You may not have it forever, because it's just there to help get the edge off, take the edge off of your anxiety so that you can think about what it is that's bothering you and how to sort it out. So that helped me a great deal. It also helped me to recognize when I started to feel it, when I started to feel a little anxious. Stress, triggers, there's certain triggers, smells, sights, hearing something. I can't watch scary movies. I can't watch violence. I can't do any of that. That triggers me. My job, I love my job because it's not as stressful as some people have it. And that's one of the reasons why I like it, is because it's not as stressful as what other people are doing. And I know my limitations. You gotta know your limitations. I live by, and my favorite quote is that become the person that you always needed to be. Be the person that you needed growing up. Be the person that you needed to help you get through your life. That's what I live by. So if I can't do something, then I don't do it. If it's too much for me and I recognize it, then I don't do it. There's help out there. It's very important to reach out. I reached out, and I was very blessed to get the people in my life when I needed it. Alcoholics Anonymous saved my life. My therapist helped me get through it. I talk to other people about it, and I help other people. I do other things. One of the simplest things that helped me get through my anxiety was put the shopping cart back where it belongs. I practiced that. I stuck that in my head. So every time I went to the grocery store, I made sure I got the grocery cart and I put it back where it belonged. And it made me feel better. Do what makes you feel better. Reach out, talk to people, and remember to be kind, because you don't know what that other person is going through. I love life, and there are days where it's just can be very overwhelming. All I can say is to breathe. Just take a deep breath in, real slow for 4 seconds, and release it for 4 seconds. That's how I get through some of my anxiety when I start to feel it. It's not an easy thing to go through. And I might walk the halls and have a very serious panic attack or an anxiety attack, but I'm doing something that I have to do to get through it. Depression is difficult as well, but again, the medicine helped. And talking to people, that'll get you through what you need to get through. I go through a lot of this stuff. I may be, Halloween or whatever I do, the exciting stuff, but I'm nervous as all get up. And it scares me, but I do it. Do what you need to do. If you have to do it scared, do it scared. Just take care of yourself and breathe and look for help. Talk to people, and I'm always there if you ever need me. Thank you.